Testing, testing. Hope everyone's okay today. Just need to post in a few Discord chats that I'm live, and then we are ready to go. Shit. Okay, we're ready to go, guys.
It's been a while since you've docked here, eh? I suppose the lockdown has hurt your profits as well. Oh, it must be hard to shuttle people when nobody's allowed to leave. The blockade has been bad for everyone.
What's been going on here?
Your manifest says it's been 2 months since you last came here. Oh, it's become much worse since your last trip. Military checkpoints are everywhere.
Any news on the blockade?
Nothing new. Our space forces have been in full readiness ever since the space battle in orbit. Tensions are running high. All Republic vessels must be searched, and the delays are turning pilots grey before their time. And ever since the Republic fired on our space forces, things have been even slower. Bad days. Bad days. And things are getting worse. I'd get out of the system quickly if I were your friend. Well, doesn't look like you have any trade goods, so the inspection's just a formality. Here's your Starport visa. Don't lose it. They're priceless right now.
What's a Starport visa?
If you want to leave the planet, you need a Starport visa. They're very hard to get. Many people want to get out of here before things get worse.
How's the situation here in Onderon?
There's strict food and water rationing, and General Vaclu's troops have been very thorough in finding Republic dissidents.
Why are Starport visas priceless?
If you want to leave the planet, you need a Starport visa. They're very hard to get. Many people want to get out of here before things get worse.
I understand. I'll be going now.
Certainly. Mind what I said about the Starport visa. I know one captain already who can't get back into the Starport.
Thanks for the lurk, Cyberknight. Hope your stream goes well. Here's a shout out for you, mate.
What do you want?
What's your take on the Republic?
The Republic is a stagnant beast that had been killing its people for years before the wars began. Were it not for Revan's strength, the Republic would already be dead.
You seem awfully complimentary of Revan, considering she almost destroyed your people.
Only Revan was worthy of our respect. We swept through the Outer Rim without any opposition until Revan assumed command of the Republic forces. Only then did the battle turn. But as you know, only a handful of Jedi fought, while the others cowered in their halls, afraid to meet us head-on.
Perhaps the Jedi thought the Mandalorians a threat not worthy of their attention.
Then the Jedi were fools as well as cowards. I'm not accusing you of being a coward. You commanded the Republic fleet that destroyed ours. You were a worthy opponent. Now is there something else you needed?
What was it you wanted to ask me?
You fought with Revan and Malak during the Mandalorian Wars. Why?
They were the only Jedi who realized that the Republic would fall without the support of the Jedi.
We'd never faced Jedi before, and didn't know the threat they represented. You've always been in the Jedi Order. Things that are common knowledge to you are rumors and stories to the rest of the galaxy. We only knew what we had seen in holovids and from our experience with Exar Kun. And by that time, he was completely a Sith. We thought we would triumph easily over such noble and compassionate leaders. Those are weaknesses we easily exploited in the past. What did you think of us?
Strong warriors and worthy adversaries.
And that is how we thought of you. Not of the Jedi in particular, but the men and women who joined Revan and Malak to fight against us. You turned a demoralized, defeated mess into a coordinated army. You brought tactics, backbone, and above all else, victory to them. Ever consider what would have happened if we'd won? The Sith would have been nothing more than a border skirmish against the might of my clans. We would have brought a new age of strength and expansion to the Republic. With a wealth of the core worlds providing arms and warships to fuel our growth. Look around you. Look at what your precious victory has brought you. I ask you this. Is the galaxy better off for the Republic's victory?
I don't deal in what-ifs.
Just think about it. Now is there something else you needed?
Can you tell me about the
The
Mandalorians?
Republic thinks my people are dead, scattered. They are wrong. You should have destroyed us when you had the chance. As long as one Mandalorian lives, we will survive. Our honor, fortunes, and lives revolve around battle. From our earliest history, this has been our way, as it will be always.
There is more to life than war and battle.
There are, but those are luxuries. Luxuries that were paid for by the blood of our warriors, alive and dead. The Mandalorian clans will be united. Then we will take back our place in the galaxy. But we live in times of action. And I've said enough for now. We can speak of this again later. Now, is there something else you needed?
Sorry guys, 2 seconds. Can you do anything to help out? That's a very broad question. Like, not very specific.
I am Mandalore, leader of the Mandalorians. I will help you fight your battles and plan your strategy. But I will not be your errand boy. Find some other lackey to do your bidding. Now, is there something else you needed?
Do you know anything about this world?
My gods, the people of Onderon are warriors. Early in their history, they built ISIS to protect them from the beasts that swarmed on their world. No matter how far they've progressed, they're fundamentally still warriors standing watch on their battlements. They don't like outsiders, and their inability to take ideas from other cultures gives them a fundamental disadvantage in warfare. They fell quickly during the Mandalorian Wars despite their martial skills. Their technology and doctrine are not in the same league as...
Right, okay.
Yes, General?
Now, where do I go? What to do first? So many people.
That space battle has caused hell with our schedules. Our quotas for shipments are going to be late again.
Oh, what a shame. I'm sure you get over it.
Halt, Offworlder. You'll have to answer some questions before you go into the city. What is your business on ISIS?
Could we skip the formalities? It looks like we're both in a bit of a rush.
Why not? I can see you have no crates or cargo, and your ship is obviously not affiliated with the Republic. You're free to go. Don't lose your starport visa, otherwise you won't be leaving for a long while.
Watch your back. I'll try. I'll do my best to watch my back. I mean, I won't go this way just yet. I'm going to explore a little bit more around here. Oh crap, they've got... What are they called? Bombers.
Fair winds to you, Offworlder. Is it too much to hope that you are a Telosian merchant?
I am then. Why do you ask, actually?
These beasts you see here are for delivery to Telos, but the Republic vessels that transport them have to wait for thorough and needlessly long searches. So the city
Pardon me.
is stacked with caged beasts waiting for their ships. We have stopped gathering beasts now, but they still fill the city. For Drexel and Ryder, the Ithorians brought wealth and prosperity. Our settlements prospered, but now...
Who are you?
I am a beast rider. I have flown great distances gathering the animals you see here. We keep hoping that Ithorians or Telosians get through the Space Force's searches so that we can sell them.
Tell me about the Beast
Our
Riders.
people have been here for centuries, though we were not always one with the wilds of Onderon. In ancient times, our people were criminals, prisoners who were cast out of Isis and sentenced to die by the beasts in the wilds. But our ancestors learned how to survive and even tame the mighty beasts. They became our strength and companions. But 2 generations ago, an Isis princess named Gallia and a great beast rider hero, Oron Kira, married. They united our peoples, but now things are unraveling. Even the beasts can smell it in the air.
How are things unraveling?
Many beast riders have fallen to the city ways, and some are now no more than common thugs. Queen Talia and her cousin General Vaklu argue in open council. The beasts stir from the changes in the wind, and cannot be calmed. And we beast riders find it harder to enter the city each day.
Why is it hard to enter the city? Why is it hard to enter the city?
No one is to leave the city without the starport visas. It chokes passage in and out of Isis.
Why does Telos want your beasts?
Telos needs new ecosystems if the reclamation efforts on the planet are to succeed. Ethor, Onderon, and Duxon are rich in food chains necessary to create new life on Telos and sustain it.
Although some of your terms are unknown to me, what you say is true. Telos was attacked by Darth Malak in the Jedi Civil War. The surface was completely destroyed. The Ithorians have been searching for appropriate wildlife to create a new Telos, but their merchants are stalled by the blockade.
That'll be another death blow to Telos if no new ecosystems can be brought to the planet. The Ithorians are only part of the equation.
Your friend is correct. Much harm is being done on both sides as long as the blockade is in effect.
Your beasts seem restless.
They have been kept in their cages for a long time, but yet at times I feel as if something else is affecting them. Frightening. Perhaps it is the city itself. Isis has fallen upon dark times, and tensions run high in the streets.
Why do you have so many beasts in cages?
These beasts you see here are for delivery to Telos, but the Republic vessels that transport them have to wait for thorough and needlessly long searches. So the city is stacked with caged beasts waiting for their ships. We have stopped gathering beasts now, but they still fill the city. For Drexel and Ryder, the Ithorians brought wealth and prosperity. Our settlements prospered, but now...
I mean, these cages seem very small as well for their size. So I'm not surprised they're fucking restless.
Calm. Calm. What?
Whoa. Whoa, whoa,
Run!
whoa, whoa, whoa.
The bomber is out of control!
Oh, Jesus. Okay. That's a shame that we had to kill it.
I don't know what to say. I've heard stories, but I assumed that they were fledgling riders. Not since my first Drexel have I lost control of a beast. I apologize profusely. Here, I give you these credits for the danger I put you in.
What stories are you talking about?
Beasts grow more agitated by the day. The stories say that the smoldering fires of city politics cast a smoke they can smell and breathe. They revert to their primal instincts, as you've just seen. When they get that way, not even a skilled beast rider can control them. As soon as I leave here, I will talk with my family. There is much to be discussed.
I'll be going now. I mean, hopefully the rest of them don't escape. You, come here. You are weak and scrawny without my powerful weapons and defenses. Special sale just for you. Okay. An Aquilish merchant. Shouldn't you be roughing up some Bith for a few credits? What do you know about ISIS? Everything turned into soil heap here. Military is very bad. Queen rules here, but many of her troops are more loyal. Evil man, he won't let me sell my goods in ISIS, but how can you stop bad people without repeating blasters and energy shields? What do you know about the Queen and General Vaklu? Queen Talia says, some say he's weak, others say he's not. She wants to stay with the Republic. General Vaklu is her cousin. Powerful man, he thinks the Republic is in trouble. Republic brings great miseries to his people, but Vaklu is more evil because he won't let me sell my goods. Okay, so that's the reason why he doesn't like the general. Things not allowed inside the city. Stupid Onderonians can't see need for my weapons. People need my goods to defend themselves. But they say my goods are banned, so all these killing implements are sitting here unused, but you get special sale from Marga's Misfortune. I'd like to see what you've got in stock. What's a Charrick? It says damage unstoppable. Wonder what that means. I'm gonna buy some frag grenades because I've got 0. Buy 40 of those. Plasma grenades. Let's get. Oh shit! Okay. Thermal detonators are quite expensive, aren't they? That's why he only had 1. Arcanium blinders. Ooh. That's an upgrade melee item. Take that. Dark Jedi robe. I mean, yeah, I could probably sell that. Corellian power suit, 10 plus 1.
General Vaklu was an underground resistance leader during the Mandalorian occupation. He's a real hero.
Is he now? That's interesting. Right, let's go inside the city. The Merchant Quarter. Okay,
Let's hurry
Vaclu
this up.
soldier.
I want him escorted out of here quickly.
This is outrageous. I'm not a spy. I'm a journalist for ISIS Com.
You're a Republic spy, and your propaganda will be silenced. We are taking you back to our barracks for interrogation.
But, well, you can't be serious. You accuse me of propaganda? I have proof that Vaclu is withholding information on the so-called Republic.
One more word of treason out of you. What are you looking at? This is none of your business.
Please, sir, help me. Vaclu's troops won't listen. I'm just a journalist, not a spy.
What's going on?
This spy has been using his position as a journalist to spread lies and dissent among our people. No doubt he's been up to other treasonous activity as well.
But that's just crazy. I was a member of the Resistance. I fought in the Mandalorian War.
Yes, and your disloyalty now deeply sickens me.
Do you have some sort of warrant?
A warrant? General Vaclu passed an edict giving the military broad authority to detain and question anyone suspected of treasonous activity. It was specifically meant for us to pick up spies like this before they could leave ISIS or go underground.
Do you have proof of any sort?
That is classified military information.
I'll take that as a no. You're violating this man's rights. I'll make sure that this story gets out.
Men, let him go. We'll be back with a court order. Then we'll take him to the barracks. And you should watch yourself. You don't want to be known for siding with people like him.
I don't know how to thank you. I'm getting out of ISIS now. Eventually they'll come back for me. After that, I have a feeling no one will hear from me again. Thank you.
Yeah, I'd get yourself out of here, mate.
It disgusts me how many soldiers in other commands are willing to put aside their sworn duty. We took our oath to protect and serve the Queen faithfully.
Please, Captain, help me. My children and I are desperate to get off of Onderon. Do you have an open starport visa?
Captain? Why is she calling? Oh, how does she know I'm a captain? What do you mean?
My husband was killed by General Vaclu's troops. Our home was seized, and we were cast out. We have seen many wars on ISIS, and I know war is coming. I want to spare my children from bloodshed.
I sense you're not telling me something.
I've told you our story. Please, won't you help us?
If you expect me to help you out, tell me the truth.
My husband, he was part of the ISIS Council. He was a strong supporter of the Queen and the Republic. Over time, he became convinced that Vaclu was trying to kill Queen Talia. He tried to kill Vaclu. To protect the Queen, the conspiracy was discovered, and he was shot during the arrest. What he did was wrong, and our life has been so difficult since then. I just want to get off this planet and start a new life. Please, help us.
I mean, I can see what I can do. So what she needs? She just needs someone to take her off the planet. Oh, if I found a visa, you might have a difficult decision of who to give it to. Oh, what? So is she not going to be the only one that needs one then?
You have the look of someone used to adversity. A cut above the rabble around here. I have a business proposition for you. Everyone around here begs and pleads night and day for open starport visas. Very touching how well they act out their lies. Or truths? It doesn't matter, really. What does matter is credits. Hard currency. I offer you 2,000 credits if you find an open starport visa. You won't find a better deal.
Sounds valuable. Certainly someone will pay more.
I only know of one person who might offer something comparable. And what's going on there is illegal. I'm a legitimate trader. There's only one thing ultimately more important than money, and that's your life. She's trouble. I wouldn't deal with her.
Who is she?
I want nothing to do with her. If you want to get involved with that sort of person, you'll have to figure it out on your own.
Can we talk about something else?
No, I don't think so. It's really
okay.
Fair enough. We don't have anything more to talk about unless you get an extra visa.
So we've got someone who needs to get off the planet badly because her dead husband was spreading his own views about politics that people didn't agree with, so she feels like her family's in danger. And you've got this dude who just wants a visa and he'll pay 2,000 credits for one. So I'm thinking, if we want to maintain our light side playthrough, we want to help out the family above all else.
In the Council of Lords today, Lord Dashiell recommended a special commendation for Colonel Tobin due to his brilliant command of our armada in the skies above Onderon. Without him, Lord Dashiell said, the Republic attack would surely have done more damage. Tobin is one of Iziz's greatest heroes and deserves recognition.
What does that say? Captain Riken.
Welcome to what must be the smelliest place in the universe, Off-Worlder.
Why are there so many beast cages around?
Ithorians have been buying them to help rebuild Telos. I don't know why, but ever since they started, the Beast Riders have been crawling out of the woodworks to sell them animals. But the Republic blockade has meant long delays, and because of that, beast cages are filling up the streets of Iziz.
What's that tower?
It's an air defense tower. The city's filled with them. Iziz is an ancient city, and for many generations, our main enemy was the Beast Riders that lived outside the city. Towers like these were built to protect us against Drexel and their Beast Riders.
What's a Drexel?
A Drexel is a flying beast. Huge creatures with teeth the size of your arms. Lethal, and skin like ferrosteel plates. Somehow the Beast Riders figured out how to tame them years ago.
Sorry guys, just typing something in chat. You got the lightsaber, it took you long enough? I know, man. Tell me about it. How's it going, Star Wars? You okay? Yeah, it fucking definitely took me long enough. Could you tell me about Beast Riders?
That's a long story. Sure you have the time? Most people don't care for an old soldier spinning a tale or two.
I have the time for it. I'm interested.
Someone else who likes history, huh? Alright. Iziz was formed pretty much at the dawn of our civilization. It was born out of necessity. It protected us from the dangerous beasts that litter Onderon. This city is as old as our civilization. Most of our technology was invented to fortify these walls and protect us. For ages, our worst criminals were cast out of the city to an almost certain death. It wasn't completely certain, though. Some of the criminals figured out how to survive out there. They learned how to tame the native beasts. And it wasn't long before they turned their attention to Iziz.
How are you? Yeah, I'm good, man. I'm good, how are you? Hey, Mum, how you doing? How you guys both doing today? But the Beast Riders aren't your enemies anymore. What happened?
About 50 years ago, Princess Gallia married one of the great leaders of the Beast Riders, Orin Kira. That was right at the start of the Beast War. By the end of it, Gallia was crowned queen, and finally there was peace between our people.
Are you still allies?
It's hard to put aside centuries of conflict. There's an uneasiness between our people. The Beast Riders are upset that General Vaklu has forbidden Drexel in Iziz. Citizens usually only see the fallen Beast Riders, who know better than thugs.
Can I ask you about something else?
Things are quiet right now.
There are a lot of soldiers around.
These are troubled times. You've probably heard that General Vaklu and Queen Talia are having some disagreements.
Could you tell me more about the trouble?
I've been warned from command to keep my opinions to myself on that. So I've learned my lesson. I'm gonna keep my mouth shut. Ask around, though. There are plenty of people who'd like nothing more than to talk about it.
How did you get in trouble?
Times are too complex for a simple soldier like myself. Sometimes I made the mistake of answering questions honestly. If you say anything bad about a superior officer, they call that disrespecting the rank. Do that too many times and it's not long before you're a civilian.
Who else can I talk to about what's going on in Iziz?
The politics of the day is probably the most talked about subject in the city, and everyone wants to share their particular view of what's going on. Opinions are like Gizka around here. They breed like mad.
I'll be going now.
Stay out of trouble.
So how we doing today, guys? Are you all okay? Yeah, all good. Just been watching Ryan play Assassin's Creed Valhalla. Yeah, I saw he was playing that. That took me off. It took me off guard a little bit. I was tempted to see where he was at. Has he just started it actually?
Please tell me you're an off-worlder. You came from the spaceport, right?
Yes, I am.
But this is good news. You have a starport visa, right? I can only sell my best weapons if you have that. These soldiers ensure that I don't forget these formalities.
Watch it, Keg. The captain already has enough complaints about you.
No need to be alarmed, my foreign friend. Pay the soldier no heed. Pretend he isn't here.
I'm just saying this, but if you put your strength up high, you will be good in a lightsaber combat. Just trying to help out. Okay, man. Yeah, I appreciate the advice. I will keep that in mind. Why can you only sell to people with starport visas?
General Vaklu is concerned about well-armed insurgents. They've had to get arms from somewhere. Not from me, of course, but all sales of weapons have been severely restricted. I can only sell to off-worlders like you that have the proper clearance. And now off-worlders can't come here because of the blockade and searches, but it's a wise policy.
So you're happy about this then?
Of course. Soldiers are only doing their job. Even if it puts me out of business, I am happy. Even if I'm forced to live off scraps in the street, I am so happy to do my part. Long live General Vaklu.
Why does it sound like he's being... like someone's got a gun to his back when he's saying all this? He sounds... everything he's saying seems very forced. No, ignore him. Fulfill your destiny. Just saw that comment. Did you get everything done on the planet before? Oh, what, on Nar Shaddaa? Yeah, pretty much. Yeah, we pretty much got everything done on that planet. Sorry, I can't spell. You're good, man. You're good. Oh, Mum, you said something about Valhalla. He played the other night and tonight, so hasn't got very far yet. Ah, okay. It's quite a long game, to be fair. I've done pretty much everything on the main story, but I still needed to do the DLC, which I didn't actually get around to doing yet. There's like 2 main DLCs for the game that I haven't done before. I'm debating whether or not to do them off stream. I probably will, or to wait until I start streaming the series. But we'll see. We'll see. I'll play it on stream regardless. What can you tell me about ISIS?
Oh, everything's great here. We're all very happy. So very happy.
Yeah, he's definitely being threatened to say this. He's definitely got a gun to his head. You can just tell. What do you sell?
Large variety of weapons. My stock is very good. You might want to buy some before the general decides he needs more blasters. Then weapon merchants like myself have the honor of providing them to him at a substantial discount, even below what it costs us.
Or else what, Gag?
Or else we are very unhappy at not being able to do our part.
I'd like to see your stock, please. I feel sorry for the guy. He's obviously being threatened to say what he's saying. He's got Dark Jedi robes. Interesting. Apart from that, it doesn't actually have a lot. What's that planet? What, the planet that I'm on now? It's called Onderon. I'll spell it in chat for you, Star Wars. That's the planet that I'm on currently. He's going to do a bit of Monster Hunter World and switch to AC tomorrow. Okay. Fair enough. Half the time he can't speak properly. I mean, I would have come back at you on that, but that is actually true. I have to really think carefully about what I say sometimes. This soldier just glares at you. This place is quite big, you know. Oh, you mean Nar Shaddaa was long? Yeah, it was. Doing everything on that was quite long. It's one of the biggest, probably, planets
There must come
in
a
the game.
time when the Queen bows to the will of the people. The Republic has brought nothing but war and death. In our 50 years of flying their colors, we have had more war than the past millennia. Back General Vaklu in his effort to make her see reason. We do not need the Republic. They need our resources, our world, and our blood. For all that we have given, now we get nothing. The Republic is weak and falling apart. Its Jedi, whose fallen brethren have brought such misery to us, have disbanded. Let's be the first world to take our future into our hands. Are you with me?
Who, me?
Yes, you! It is up to each and every one of us to turn the tide, to take control of our future.
Surely the Republic does something in return for you.
No, they take from us. They are like Minot,
No.
sucking energy and resources from so many worlds. They bleed us for their bureaucracy and their excesses.
That's enough, Ponlar. If you keep this up, you're going to spend time in detention. You're coming awfully close to treason.
You can't silence me forever, soldier. But I'll keep my peace. For now.
I'm pretty sure this dude here, that I'm standing next to, he's one of the presets of the character that you can choose to be at the beginning. And so is this guy. They're two of the preset appearances you can pick at the very beginning of the game. Including the one that I am now currently. Just recognised their faces. I was like, hang on. I've seen them somewhere before. Right, where's all your troops at now, mate? You're on your own now.
If I speak more right now, the soldiers will arrest me. Perhaps later.
These are dangerous times. People like Ponlar aren't making it any easier.
Yes. Must make your life very hard indeed. Access denied. Well, that was short-lived. And
I'm quite busy right now. Perhaps later we could talk.
okay. Rude, but okay.
Kawana bota ayuka taigwa kankidora. Yasora ku tuka ulwanji yumalitba. Shanek ma winbok lelenko sobaram.
You don't understand the people of Onderon. They are proud and have fought many adversaries to get where they are, mostly by themselves too. They have given much to the Republic and see little in return. General Vaklu believes independence would be in Isis's best interest. But Republic fight battles to free Onderon and Mandalorian from Mandalorian warriors. Should be thankful. Queen Talia is young, but looks after her people. The Mandalorians would never have been on that moon if it weren't for Exar Kun, and he was a fallen Jedi. I think General Vaklu is right. What do you think of Queen Talia? I love how we're just getting involved in this debate, like, without any invitation whatsoever. Do you think Atton is related to Han Solo? He does have like a Han Solo vibe, doesn't he? But I'm not sure about being related. He might be related. He could very well be. You might play this later. Am I giving you the... Am I watering your mouth to play this game? Talia works with the Republic. She rules peacefully and is popular with her people. Her intentions are good, I admit, but those close to power see the mistakes she makes. Nobles, high-ranking military, they all support General Vaklu. She does not have the experience of governing which Isis needs in these times. I don't know much about General Vaklu. Vaklu lies. He twists words and tries to take heart of people away from their rightful queen. He is Shuta. Skuta. He is a war hero, leader of the resistance during the Mandalorian Wars, a man of vision with experience. He may not tell all the truth, but he works for the best interest of the people. Many realize this. He would start a war to oust the good queen. The suffering he would bring is wrong. Who do you trust more? Human asks good question. I don't trust Vaklu. He lies to people. Has been caught in them before. Talia is honourable. The question is unfair. Sometimes leaders know things the rest of us can't know. I may not trust everything he says or his people say, but he is also a man of honour. He never breaks a promise. But if you can't trust your leader's words, then how can you trust their motives? Human sentient, what do you think? I also confess, I am curious what you think. So we entered this conversation without any invitation at all, and now they're leaving it to me to pretty much back whoever I think could be the better leader. Hey Danny, how's it going? Welcome back. Oh, I literally almost messed up the shout out there. I was going to put exclamation mark Danny. That'd have been interesting. Last scene playing Banjo-Kazooie. What a game. What a game. Did you turn anybody into a Jedi? Not yet. Not yet. If I get another lightsaber, I'm going to give it to Kreia. Kreia's next on my list to get a lightsaber. Blah, 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 blah. The Queen is Onderon's rightful ruler. This is a proper, typical Jedi response. The Queen is Onderon's rightful ruler. Disposing her would be treason. I agree with you, human sentient. Queen Talia has good thoughts and instincts. She will be a great leader. Let us discuss this further at the cantina. Thank you for the conversation, human. What a typical way to settle your disputes. Yeah, let's just go to the pub and get pissed. That's literally what he suggested. Let's just go to the pub and get drunk while we talk about our debates. Star Wars, not easy to do. Yeah, I mean, this is the first time I've played this game, so I don't know how easy or not easy it is, but... Is it hard to turn people into Jedi, then?
The sky ramp is restricted to military personnel only. Stay clear of here, Offworlder.
What's the sky ramp?
The sky ramp leads to the battlements, and this particular ramp leads straight to the palace itself. No civilians are allowed past this point.
I wonder if we can force persuade him to let us through. Let me pass. I need to reach the palace.
I will let you... No. No, you're not permitted past this point. I suggest you move along, Offworlder.
Let me speak to someone in charge.
I'm the one in charge here, Offworlder. If you try to get past me, then you'll have the entire ISIS garrison on you in seconds.
The entire ISIS garrison? Let me think about that for a second. Yeah, I'm not going to piss this guy off. Are you asking me? Yeah, no, I was just curious. Like, is it hard to turn people into Jedis? Is it a difficult thing to do in this game? Who are you?
I am Captain Bastuco. I have served loyally in the Onderon military for 20 years.
20 years would mean you were here during the Mandalorian Wars, right?
I was a soldier when the Mandalorians took our world, and I fought in the Resistance. When we drove them from Onderon, I served on the Wall for 10 years after.
You mean after the Jedi drove the Mandalorians from Onderon? The Mandalorians never gave ground to any Onderon soldier.
Such of you could be considered treason. Onderon was responsible for much of the fighting during the last days of the war. Without General Vaklu, the Republic would have fallen.
No, to turn them to Jedi is not easy. I've tried only successful once. Oh, really? Only once? Wow, it must be hard then. What do you think of General Vaklu?
General Vaklu is my superior officer, and I respect the chain of command. He kept the Resistance alive when the Mandalorians were destroying our world.
Could you tell me about the Wall?
The wall is the barrier between Isis and the Onderon wilderness. For hundreds of years, we kept the city free of beasts and beast rider scum. The greatest honor for an officer is to serve on the wall. Many aspire to the post, but few are worthy of it.
Why aren't you on the wall anymore? I feel like this is going to be a sore subject. Why aren't you on the wall anymore then, if it's such a prestigious honor?
I was requested to guard the sky ramp in the merchant quarter.
That was said with so much like malice and hate. Headmaid, I think I'm spelling. Oh, handmaiden. Handmaiden. I think I'm spelling her name wrong. You only need to train with her 3 times. The next one is level 18. Okay. So what is it? So it's easier to turn handmaiden into a Jedi, is it?
My personal feelings on the matter are irrelevant. I received an order and I carried it out.
But surely, I mean, Krea's already a Jedi. But what about Visas, or whatever her name is? She must be easy to turn into a Jedi, right? I think so, I'm not sure. Okay, well, let's... We don't get too many shuttles coming to Isis anymore, especially shuttles without passengers. A good friend works at the starport and noticed this. It raised some questions I've answered. So, you are Tom Kite, last of a dying breed, they say. Too difficult to fight alone, they say. So meet some of my new employees. The bounty on their head will make me and my men extremely wealthy. This is my lucky day. What say we tear these guys a new asshole, shall we? If they're looking for trouble, I'm going to go right into the middle of them and use Force Wave. Bye-bye. Well, that was over in seconds. Rule number 1, don't fuck with a Jedi. I mean, how many of them were there? Like, fucking 7 or 8? Just call them a new fucking arsehole. Don't fuck with a Jedi. Be right back. No worries, Mum. No worries. Do what you got to do. Oh, is that blood on the floor? Ugh. Beast Rider Thug.
A lot of credits to be made around here, Lyndon, if you have the right skills.
There are some remnants of a droid here. That's a very large blood spat. Talking to Star Wars Pro Handmaiden 3 times, but it's every mission. Talk to her. Aten is Nar Shaddaa. I mean, I have no idea what that's all about, but this is only my first playthrough, so maybe next time I'll have more of an understanding.
Some of those alien thugs had a go at you, right? I don't want to cross you.
Yeah, you wouldn't want to cross me when you saw what I did to them.
A lot of credits to be made around here, Lyndon, if you have the right skills.
Oh, pardon me.
I am 1B-AD, an automated droid vendor. I have in stock a variety of quality droid components, no refunds, and no haggling. Do you have any interest in my goods?
2 people say Aten is dangerous, but he's not once you know him. Cyberknight 116, yeah, but you make her into a Jedi, you have to be level 18, I think. What do you sell?
AD sells droid components and droids. Currently there are 0 droids in stock, and a moderate selection of components.
Let me see if I can rewire you to be a little more helpful. Can you answer a few questions?
Certainly. 1B-AT is programmed.
Who do you work
That
for?
information is restricted. Do you have any interest in my goods?
What do you mean it's restricted? Can you tell me about ISIS?
ISIS is the only city on the planet Onderon. All other information on this subject has been restricted.
Mira can be a Jedi, not easy to do, I must admit. Oh wow, that'd actually be quite cool to see her be a Jedi. Do you know how I could get to the palace?
Sorry, my memory banks have no information on that subject.
Okay. Can you tell me anything about the palace?
Sorry, my memory...
Wow, okay, so he's got no fucking clue about anything. Cybernite, I think you're right. I get the idea. Can I ask you about something else? Right, let's just actually see what he sells. We're not going to need many repair kits, I don't think, but so I'm just going to get 50. 50 of those ones and get 50 of the normal ones. Computer spikes, they're literally gold mines in this game. And repair parts. Get one of those as well, why not? Droid motivator booster. Welcome back, Mum, welcome back. Nar Shaddaa was a good start, but got to know her. She seems very, oh, my cat is literally about to throw up. Oh, for fuck's sake, don't be sick on the chair. Calm down, calm down. Please don't be sick. You good? Literally, my cat was like going. Yeah, you go outside, please. Jesus. On level 7 and my strength is 19. Holy crap. Persuade helps as well. See, I'm learning all this new stuff. Molten cannon, that sounds good. Ooh, that sounds very good. I might actually get that. See, I don't know, oh god. I don't know what I need to be better for my droids. I'll just get that one thing that I bought and that's it. Fuck it.
This is Dagon Kent's place. He's not the best doctor you'll ever meet, but he's well connected in this city. Doesn't look like he's here right now, though.
You looking for Dagon? You're not gonna find him here.
Where is he?
Soldier captain was murdered at the cantina real good. They got some suspects at the tower. From what I hear, Dagon Gent is one of them.
Mandalore, could Dagon have done this?
He's certainly capable of it, and probably stupid enough to get caught. But we need him, suspicion of murder or not.
What tower?
It's the turret tower on the other side of the market. Captain Riken is the man to talk to.
Thanks for the information.
Talk to him. Tell him I got his 20 credits.
Alright. Why can't I open that door? Oh, there you go. I mean, sure, we've just wandered into someone's house, I think. Why not? Quickness D package. Alright. Don't know what that does, but... To be honest, so far, Nar Shaddaa has been the longest story arc in the game so far. Onderon seems it can be quite long, but we'll see. So many problems behind me, so go in and drink, but no fight or kill. That was fantastic English right there. Oh, I like this music. Very swanky. Gormo. Are you a starship captain or a passenger? Please, if I could take a moment of your time. What do you want? I am Gormo, captain of the Twygar. I've been stuck on Isis for over a week because of some flaming scoundrels stole my starport visa. And now these idiot guards won't let me pass. My crew is going to leave without me soon. We can't afford to be docked for so long. I don't suppose you have an extra starport visa. Well, it just so happens I don't have a spare one. There seem to be a lot of people here that need one. Funny that happened. You speak the truth. I don't have a fortune, but I'm but a captain struggling to make ends meet. But I will pay you 500 credits if you find one. Help out another captain. Have you tried to explain your situation to the soldiers? No starport visa, no exit, they said. Even when my crew came out and vouched for me. Mindless bureaucrats, I tell you. Once I get off this rock, I'm never coming back. Do you know what is going on here? I don't know for certain. The military has limited all travel throughout the city. Checkpoints are everywhere and rumours of war. This is no place for me. I only have mine and I'm using it, sorry. Without a skilled slicer, your starport visa wouldn't be any help anyway. That visa is keyed to you alone. I need an open starport visa, just like everyone else here. If you happen to find one, I will pay you for it. Slicer? A very good slicer could strip the identification code from a visa to make it an open one. That is no doubt what happened with my starport visa. A word of wisdom from me to you, guard your visa with your life. You don't want to be reduced to this. Oh, bless him. Reduced to this. Right, I'll be going now. Actually, no, I want to ask him about the murder. Can I talk to you about Captain Solio's murder? I'm in enough trouble as it is. I'm glad I wasn't even here that night. I'm sorry if that doesn't help you. You seemed very dismissive about that question. Nico.
Meet you, sentient. Are you interested in a friendly game of possession?
Oh my god! Sorry, I'm just laughing at his face.
And the company amiable. Can I tempt you?
His face looks like really squashed in. Like, can I talk to you about Captain Solio's murder?
Our business, that is. Like most nights, I was here. What do you want to talk about?
Do you know Dagon Gent?
Know him. He's probably my best friend on this planet. Honestly, he's not a very good doctor, but he is a great drinking companion.
I'd like to ask you about something else.
I'd rather talk about something else.
He wants to play Berserk. Nah, can't be asked. What's his name? Quimtic. Quimtic. Or Kimtic. Kimtic? I don't fucking know. These if you ever come across a Quarian like this, their names are so fucking weird. And they sound even weirder. Come to watch the races, have you? I am called Kimtic. If there's anything I can do to make your visit here more pleasurable, please do not hesitate to call on me. I mean, for once we come across a friendly Quarian. Like you. What do you mean, like me? What's that supposed to mean? Can I talk with you about Captain Solio's murder? And that is a foul bit of business there. I was not here when that happened. I talked with the soldiers in charge of the investigation. 4 of our regulars talked with them. Bahima, Nico, Panar, and someone else I couldn't read. I doubt anyone else here would know anything more about that most distasteful subject. Talk funny, look funny, the list goes on and on. You're one to talk, mate. Tell me about the cantina. Actually, no, you seem to be in a good mood, I'll say that. With Civil War looming so close, people are always looking for a distraction from their day-to-day lives. I provide this for them in the form of the swoop races. Do you want the war to come? Certainly not. If the war just holds itself in a pleasant looming pattern, that would be ideal. If things continue this way, the projections of my accountant droid are quite intoxicating. But if a war happened, then wouldn't you be shut down? Perhaps, or perhaps soldiers will come here. It does not matter who the patron is, so long as they buy drinks. We could rear its head at any time. Could rear its head at any time. But until then, there is entertainment to be had for a price, of course. See, in the first game, I was all about the swoop races because they were quite, you know, laid back and simple to do. But I don't really have much interest to do the races in this game. Now I know what I was doing wrong in the last one that I did, because I couldn't figure out how to jump. But even now knowing that, I still can't be arsed with it. So I'm not going to do any more swoop races. Why did it take you long time to get a lightsaber? Because I wasn't coming across it took me ages to find the last missing piece. It took me ages to find the last missing piece. That's literally the only reason. What are you looking at, Smooth Skin? Smooth Skin? I've been called worse names than that. It's hard to find those parts. I could help you. Yeah, I mean, I've got the parts I need for my lightsaber. I don't know if I need to. Do I need to find all the parts again for other people's lightsabers? Because I've done a bit of research, and you can find like lightsabers as a whole in different locations. Oh, all right, fucking hell. Just asked him for if I wanted to buy him a drink. I just want some information. he's really hostile. You look like a pile of tuba eating space debris, whatever tuba is. Just a few questions. I don't like reporters, and I'm not in this for fame or glory. You want a story? I'll tell you my story. Credits. Racing on Onderon is dicey at best, but it pays well. There, was that so painful? Keep that up and someone will take care of you permanently, but if racers are caught misbehaving, we lose our racing privileges. We'll settle this on the track, Smooth Skin. I hope no one leaves anything volatile on the track. See, I'm literally tempted just to race so I can beat your fucking sorry ass now. But I can't be bothered. Share a drink with General Vaklu with me. My name is Jonra Far. I'll take that drink. I'm Tom Kite. Do you not support the struggle? What struggle? The struggle to free ourselves from the warmongering Republic. No one seems to like the Republic here. Have I been on the Jedi planet yet? Do you mean Dantooine? If you mean Dantooine, then no, I haven't. I haven't been. The only planets I haven't been after this are Dantooine and Korriban. And I believe Malachor 5 is one of the last planets to go to. I haven't been there either. Free ourselves? I didn't know Onderon was a conquered planet. We joined the Republic willingly, yet since that time we have suffered through many wars and privation. We, above all, wish a sustained peace. Sounds like the Republic has been banned for Onderon, but the Republic surely saved you from an even worse fate. The Sith left us alone when we were not part of the Republic. Yeah, but if the Sith conquered the Republic, what hope would there... Wait, I think they're missing a word out of here. It should say, what hope would there be for one planet such as yours? What hope would there for one planet such... yeah, I think that's a bit of a mistake there. But now you are under the protection of the Republic with all of its resources. You are safer now than you ever were before joining. By my counting, we've been in 5 wars since joining. 5 Oh shit, okay. Our argument has just been null and void, I think. Since joining the Republic, we've been in 5 wars. That's quite hard to defend, actually. Since joining the Republic, we've been in 5 wars, wow. But the Republic only wants peace, man. Oh god. Okay, well, I can sort of understand where she's coming from. I'm just going to put my console on Do Not Disturb, because I keep getting notifications from a certain Cyberknight that keep saying that he's streaming. I don't know why that keeps happening, but it's getting on my nerves. So I'm putting my console on Do Not Disturb mode. What's your name? Zart.
I thought it was you. I served in the Mandalorian Wars with you. You're a Jedi, right?
I mean, could you speak up a bit? I can't fucking hear you. You look familiar too.
I was one of the ground troops. We fought on Daggery Minor together. It was near the beginning of the war. We didn't win that battle.
I remember Daggery Minor.
Enough of the past. The whole galaxy isn't safe for Jedi now, especially here. Onderon has suffered through 3 wars started by fallen Jedi. Do you still serve the Republic?
Well, Jedi don't really serve the Republic.
I didn't mean any offense, but this is the first good thing that's happened to me in days. I was sent by the Republic Senate to investigate certain delicate matters that are happening on Onderon. I have to get to Coruscant to deliver my report, but days before I was planning to leave, they started requiring starport visas.
What was your mission?
I really can't say. The most I will say is stay clear of General Vaklu. His ambition knows no bounds. I believe the people of Isis are absolutely correct. A civil war is brewing, and Vaklu may very well win if I can't get to Coruscant in time.
Actually, I'd like to talk to you about Captain Solio's murder.
What do you want to know about that night?
An acquaintance of mine, Dagon Gent, is being held by the authorities. I'm trying to get him free.
Dagon Gent didn't do it.
How can you be so sure?
Because he was with me at the time.
Why didn't you tell the authorities?
Quite simple. Right now, he's accused of murder. If he's convicted, the sentence is death. If he's accused of espionage, let's say assisting a Republic spy, then the penalty for that is death. I'm afraid the Onderonians are quite fond of their death penalty. So if I stood up for him, he'd be trading one death sentence for another. I was with Dagon in his office at the time of the murder. He definitely wasn't involved with her murder.
I don't suppose anyone else saw you.
We were taking great pains not to be seen, which has a certain irony to it, really. If you can free him, please do. He's been invaluable with his help to the Republic. I only wish there was something I could do to help him.
Assuming we get Dagon free, we're going to have a few private words about this. Together, we fought against the Republic during the Mandalorian Wars. I don't particularly like the idea that he's working for them now.
I'd like to ask about the Starport visa. They help the Republic? Who are you talking about, Star Wars? Are you talking about the planet that I'm on now?
The information I have is vital to the Senate. I hope you can help.
Oh, Jedi? I mean, they do help. They don't serve the Republic, but they do help if they have to. They're sort of there just to bring... They're called Keepers of the Peace, aren't they? So they're there to literally do just that, keep the peace. And their one only purpose is to really combat the Sith and protect the galaxy from the dark side. You might want to travel to Telos as well. There is a Republic representative there.
Thank you for the tip. The journey to Coruscant would be more costly and attract more attention. But there are many freighters bound for Telos.
Couldn't you get a visa?
My mission requires the most extreme caution and delicacy. I don't want to risk going through channels to get a visa. General Vaklu is not above arranging an accident for me. I'm taking a great risk talking to you, but I'm running out of options.
Well, no, you can't have my visa.
Helping me is not without its risks. I know you have Jedi training, so you can probably handle it. But I may be being watched. If that would compromise your mission, perhaps we should go our separate ways.
Well, we'll see what we can do. Actually, the Keepers of the Peace and soldiers, well, no, that's actually incorrect. The Jedi are not soldiers by any means. They are Keepers of the Peace, but they're definitely 100% not soldiers. They're not warriors, they're not military, they are not, you know, they're not jarheads, they're literally just Keepers of the Peace.
There's got to be something you need, something you want. I have connections, many connections in the city. I can provide high-quality, unique weapons that you won't be able to find elsewhere. I even have a rare lightsaber crystal, something you'd never find elsewhere. If you need money, I'll pay you 5,000 credits. All I
What the
ask
fuck?
is get me one open starport visa.
Okay, that's the highest, that's the most we've been offered for a fucking visa. 5,000 credits, man. What do you think a Jedi Guardian is? Well, a Jedi Guardian is just simply a class of Jedi that you can be, along with Counselor, Sentinel, and, you know, many others. It doesn't mean, just because their title says Jedi Guardian, if anything, Guardian means protect. So therefore, you know, Jedi aren't meant to be aggressive or war hungry. You know, they're not Mandalorians. Jedis are only there to fucking keep the peace, make sure everything's running smoothly, and if it's not, if it affects them, then they will get involved. They only get involved if it does affect the flow of, you know, like the natural flow of things. They don't seem to get involved unless the natural flow of the galaxy is being you know, like manipulated or interrupted in certain ways. You know, they don't get involved in every dispute. They only get involved if they absolutely have to.
I really can't be any help with that. I might have been in the same detention cell that night that Dagon's in now. The soldiers were asking me some entertaining questions that night. I've got no idea what was going on.
What were they questioning you about?
Let's just say I'm one of their usual suspects. Sort of comes with the territory.
I want to talk to you about the Starport visa instead.
That's all I want to talk to you about.
What do you need to open a Starport visa for?
Don't worry what I'll do with a visa. Maybe I'll just take a vacation. Maybe I just want to visit my mother on Nar Shaddaa. Decent citizens like you really don't want to know what I'm going to do with it.
Force persuade. I have an honest face. You will answer my question. What do you need the visa for?
You have an honest face. I will answer your question. I need to transport permacrete explosives for the exchange. They're going to use it to take care of some competition and some local authorities. Permanently.
Wow, so luckily we did do that because she's just revealed that she's going to be using it for no good whatsoever. A lightsaber crystal, what does it do? I mean, what stupid fucking... We're a Jedi, we wouldn't exactly have to ask that question, but just for the sake of it.
Many Jedi have fought on this world. One of them lost their lightsaber in the Beast Wars. A reliable source says it's a rare Quixoni crystal. Incredibly rare and I see that's grabbed your interest, eh? There's only one way you're going to get it.
Yeah, well, I know your intentions now, and because I do, I don't think I'm willing to help you with that. Did I ask her about the murder? I think I did, didn't I?
I really can't...
Yeah, I did.
Let's just say I'm one of their...
Jedi Guardians, Soldiers of the Republic. I think you're getting your information a bit twisted there, because, like I said, it doesn't matter what their title is. If you're a Jedi, you're not a warrior, you're not a soldier, you're literally... They're called Keepers of the Peace, that is it. They're not an army, they're not a military, they are literally there just to keep the peace. Okay, well, I mean, if you looked it up, that's fair enough, but my opinion of the Jedi is they're not soldiers. And that's from watching the films, the TV series, you know, the cartoons, animations. That's you know, I'm basing it on that, so. But you know, everyone's entitled to their own opinion.
This room is reserved, off-worlder.
I'd like to talk to you about Captain Solio's murder.
If you ask me, she got what she deserved. She looked down
Oh.
on us beast riders. Good riddance.
Okay, so he's quite happy that she's dead. Do you know Dagon Gent?
I know his face, that's about it. His office is on Bakel's turf.
Who is Bakel?
She's a beast rider like me and our leader. You better never be speaking ill of her, or else.
Or else what, you prick? Fucking shove my lightsaber up your ass. Alright, so he wasn't any help. I'm blue all the way. Yeah, I just thought, you know, from my first playthrough, being blue would be quite cool. What did he order? I'll just guess. That's one way to get fired, Glove. My name is Kif. Nice to see your friendly face. ISIS has been a hostile place for our kind lately. What do you know about the murder? I had the misfortune of being here that night. It's very inconvenient. Soldiers were asking me some very pointed questions, which is a no-no in my line of business. What exactly is your line of business? I can tell you are no fan of authority either, let me share. Most call me a slicer, but I think that sounds too crass. Ah, he's a slicer, okay. I'm the only one in the city who's talented enough to make open starport visas from a personal visa. I was in the middle of a transaction that night. What do you want to know? Do you know Dagon Gent? I recognise him, but that's about it. He doesn't have the qualities I look for in friendship. What do you know of the city? Perilous times they are facing. I've lived here for several years. I may be leaving soon, but do not worry, I don't need a starport visa. There are enough people begging for those. What do you think about the General and the Queen? I think Vaklu is too short-sighted. Many wars have come to ISIS since they joined the Republic, but so has a great deal of growth and revenue. The whole universe is interconnected, and once you taste the marvels it brings, how can you wall yourself off? But they are a curious people. Okay, I think we've done our whole rounds in here, haven't we? We've discovered that Dagon Gent, Mandalore's contact in ISIS, has been picked up for questioning involving a murder at the cantina. You should talk with Captain Rickon at the Merchant Square turret tower for more information. Alright, I know where I need to go for now, at the moment anyway. Commoner. What's wrong with your eyes? They look a bit faded. Oh, I'm sensing trouble. I sense there is something afoot. What do you guys want? Just gonna save it, just to be on the safe side. That's another bounty hunter, what a surprise. And we're surrounded. Oh, I thought it was you. Captain of the Ebon Hawk, is it not? Imagine what the soldiers would do to you if they knew you're wandering in the streets. You're a wanted criminal now. How do you know me? The exchange has quite a bounty on you. Your head's worth many credits as long as it's recognisable. I'll take you alive, but I doubt I could keep a Jedi from escaping. Dead will have to do. Okay. I mean, eventually people will learn not to fuck with us. Oh, we found the Bounty Hunter's Starport visa. Nice. So now we get to decide who we give it to. I mean, I'm more drawn to giving it to the family who really need to get off the planet, because, you know, it's not their fault that they're being in the situation they're in. A grey Jedi robe. A grey Jedi. Interesting. Does that mean that he's hunted Jedi that aren't part of the Order? Or Jedi that are in hiding? Yeah, they would never learn. That is so cool. I know, right? Grey Jedi are those who, though having completed the teachings of the Jedi, operate independently and outside of the Jedi Council. They are typically seen as misguided, though they have not necessarily succumbed to the dark side. That's literally the perfect description of what we are. Damage immunity versus dark side 10%, light side plus 10%, wisdom plus 1. I mean, I'll probably stick with these, to be fair. I need to level these guys up, don't I? Level up, level up. I mean, Baldur's skills are looking very tasty indeed. Look at that. 21, 21, 21, 21, 21. Baby. I wonder if he's good at the game 21. Jokes. Oh god. My chair is really uncomfortable.
General,
I need to get one of those proper
found them again.
gaming chairs.
Tobin? Or is this a preface to another of your failures? Consider the whole field, Tobin. Why would a Jedi risk all of this just to come to Isis?
The crew of the Ebon Hawk is elusive, General. We were warned about that, but we still underestimated them. But the fools are here, in Isis. The intel on this is certain. I'm ordering men loyal to us to take care of them now.
I think I have an idea. Hold that order. Have him watched instead. The Jedi may prove a solution to another one of our persistent problems.
So I'm guessing that was the good old general that we've been hearing so much about. Okay. Let's talk to this guy.
Back again, Offworlder? I'm sure you have a starport visa. If I were you, I'd leave before too many more beast cages are stacked in the streets.
Do you have a man named Dagon Gent in custody?
We certainly do. He and several other people were picked up in connection to a murder.
Actually, Grey Jedi is in the middle of the light side and dark side, I think. It's. I mean, no. I mean, you are probably. I mean, I don't think it matters whether you're light side or dark side. It's normally like a grey. I mean, if you're dark side, then obviously you're just known as a Sith. But a Grey Jedi is pretty much a Jedi who is not in the Order anymore, or they're not with the Order anymore. They're serving their own needs, but they are still a Jedi, and they're operating outside of Council jurisdiction. So therefore they are known as a Grey Jedi in that sense. I think I've got that right. Who got murdered?
Captain Sulio. She was in charge of the starport checkpoint. A good soldier. Your friend was one of the last people that saw her alive. So far, he's just a suspect. But if he did it, the punishment is death.
Dagon Kent is the only person I know with the contacts to help us out. We need to get Dagon out of custody.
How long is Dagon going to be questioned?
Until we either eliminate him as a suspect or find the real killer. Dagon has quite a record with the authorities. The Colonel thinks that murder isn't too far a stretch for someone like him.
Can I see him?
No way. We're under orders to make sure no one sees the murder suspects. Command is taking this very seriously.
How can I eliminate him as a suspect?
I know Dagon personally. He's one of the worst doctors I've ever heard of. But I can't see him
great.
killing someone. He was one of the last people seen with Captain Sulio in the cantina. Ask around there. I've heard he's got a good motive for killing her. If you can somehow clear that up and prove it wasn't him, Command will cut him loose. If I say any more, I'll get in trouble.
Alright, well, we know what we have to do.
Stay out of trouble.
I was always wondering about that. Well, yeah, I mean, if you follow... I don't know how much of the Star Wars, like, spin-off shows you've watched, you know, like the Clone Wars or Rebels, but if you know Ahsoka Tano, she's technically a Grey Jedi after she leaves the Order. Because that's where she gets her white lightsabers from. She somehow makes them, but she's actually technically a Grey Jedi after she leaves... well, she voluntarily leaves the Order. I think it's like season 5 or 6. No, what season is it? I think it's season 5 where she leaves the Jedi Order, where she gets accused of conspiracy against the Republic. And then she gets proven innocent, but then because the council didn't back her up properly, she decided to leave on her own accord. But then, yeah, you could argue that she became a Grey Jedi after that. Right, back to the cantina then. I don't know why the game couldn't, like, make us get information when we were there just now. Seems like a lot of running around just to get, you know, questions about someone's murder. A Grey Jedi with attitude. I mean, it's pretty much what you like. It's like you've got your own opinions about whether Jedi are soldiers or not. I mean, technically they're not, but everyone's got their own opinion about that. And it's the same thing with Grey Jedis. People have got their own opinions about Grey Jedis, but it's not to say that your opinions are wrong. It's just, you know, everyone's got their own views on what they are. But in terms of attitude, it doesn't really have much of a play in what a Grey Jedi is. A Grey Jedi is just a Jedi who's left the Order, but still continues to do work on their own, away from the Council. Right, this guy said he was there that night of the murder, so let's question him again. A friend of a friend told me that you're the guy I should talk to about adjusting starport visas. 500 credits, okay. Go for it. Yeah, so now we get to choose who we give our visa to. Exactly, yeah. Everyone can have attitude. Doesn't matter if you're a Jedi or not. I mean, Jedi, it's... You know, you're supposed to be in control of your emotions as a Jedi. But at the end of the day, they're still. Oh, I was going to say they're still human, but all Jedi can be whatever species in the galaxy. You don't, they're not just built on humans. But Jedi can make mistakes, is what I'm trying to say. They're not perfect by any means. I mean, surely I don't have to say that. Jedi are nowhere near perfect.
This room is reserved. If you ask me, she...
Do you know any reason why Dagon Gant would kill Sulio?
Flaming right, I do. The night she made the great flight, she ripped Dagon apart. Not literally, but we could hear her laying into him over here. We got a good laugh at it. Dagon was so mad he was sputtering. Then he stormed off. Best entertainment we had that night. The only good thing about that Sulio is she had a good tongue on her.
Oh god, how well do you know Dagon?
I know his face, that's about it. His office is on Bakel's turf. She's a beast rider like me and our leader. You better never be speaking ill of her.
On the night Captain Sulio was murdered, it sounds like Dagon Gant made a pass at her. It was rejected violently. She cursed at him and publicly humiliated him. Perhaps someone in the cantina who knows them a little better could shed some light on this development. Ooh. Did you watch all the Star Wars movies? Yes, I did. I have watched them all, as well as the Clone Wars animation series, Star Wars Rebels, and Resistance. I've watched the Resistance animation series, as well as you've got the other Star Wars live-action spin-offs, like Rogue One, and you've got the series Andor, Kenobi, Mandalorian, Boba Fett. I've watched them all up to date so far. I think it was better when George Lucas was in charge. Yeah, I mean, I think it's safe to say people would prefer if he came back into the franchise. I mean, it would be interesting to see if they gave him charge of one more film, to see what he would do with it. I'd love to see him back as a director of just one more film. That'd be epic. Wow, we didn't ask him about the murder. Do you know Dagon Gant? Oh no, he doesn't have any new information, okay. He sold it in 2012. Yeah, it's been a long time since he's been in charge.
Do you have a visa yet? I'm still paying very well for it.
Actually, I wanted to talk to you about the murder.
I really can't be any help with that. I might have been in the same detention cell that night that Dagon's in now. Soldiers were asking me some Let's just say I'm one of their usual suspects.
You don't have any new information. Oh, hold on. The quest says, perhaps someone in the cantina who knows them a little better could shed some light. Who would know them better in here? Oh, what about you?
See you again.
Talk to you about the murder. An acquaintance of mine, Dagon Gant, is being held by the authorities. I'm trying to get him free.
Dagon Gant didn't do it.
How can you be so sure?
He was with me at the time.
But hold on, how can he have been with you? And because he was allegedly with her as well at the same time.
Quite simple. Right now, he's accused of murder. If he's convicted, the sentence is death. I'm afraid the Onderonians are... I was with Dagon in his office at the time of the murder. He definitely wasn't involved.
I don't suppose that anyone else saw you.
Taking great pains not to be seen, which has a certain irony. I only wish there was something...
Assuming we get Dagon free, we're going to have a few private words about this. Together, I don't particularly...
That's disappointing. I thought it'd have more for us there. Time for bed. Catch you again soon. Alright, Mum. Thank you very much for being here. I will see. Do you know? I didn't realise what the time was. To be fair, 12:10. I'll be getting off soon anyway myself.
Welcome back. My deck is still warm if you're up for Bazak.
Can you go to the crime itself? Do you know what? To be fair, I don't even know where the crime was I think was the crime taking place in here?
Foul business, that is.
Someone was saying that Celio deeply humiliated Dagon the night she was murdered. It's a very good motive.
She did? Oh no, by the four moons, what a mix-up. They got it all wrong. Dagon and Celio were good friends. It's just when they got a little too much Juma juice, they'd carry on. They'd call each other all manner of things. It could get quite hilarious, really. But it was just friendly banter. That night, Celio was in great form. Dagon and I were laughing about some of the choicer ones later. Yellow-toothed dung dweller. We bought her a couple of drinks afterwards. It may look strange on the outside, but it was just their habit. Their way of passing time during these dark nights. Listen, if the soldiers think that's a motive, they just didn't do enough digging.
That bit of information will help with clearing Dagon. But the Onderon military won't let him off that easy. They're very obstinate. Maybe some of these people will know more about what happened that night.
What happened on the night of the murder?
I was cleaning up steaks from a particularly rewarding Bazak game when I heard a loud sound outside. I grabbed my blaster and went out the door. When I got out, I saw Captain Celio. She was quite dead. Blood was everywhere. I heard a noise and saw Dagon Gent coming from his office across the courtyard. We both waited for the authorities to get there. The next day, they picked up Dagon and several other people in the area. It's crazy to think he did it. Celio was our friend.
Oh, that explains, I think, the blood patch we saw outside. Did you see they changed the lightsaber in the new one? And they are doing the same thing in the new Star Wars games. What do you mean, change the lightsaber? What do you mean by that, man? Where did you find the body?
Outside the door by the junkie.
It might be a good idea to look at the crime scene. We fought many soldiers in the Mandalorian Wars. The Onderonians were certainly brave, but they were disorganized, stupid. I wouldn't be surprised if they overlooked something.
Tell me how you know Dagon.
He's probably my...
Oh no, we've already asked him that. Okay, fine. Right, we're getting somewhere now. We're getting somewhere. Let's go outside to where the crime apparently happened. Yeah, what do you mean about they changed the lightsaber in the new one? Right, garbage pile. You search the trash heap for anything related to Captain Celio's murder. The only thing you find is dried blood where she was killed. Maybe there was something else in the area. Broken droid? This is the remains of a serving droid, still clutching its serving tray. It has been heavily damaged, scavenged, and the head is missing.
Nobody we talked with mentioned a droid. This droid was destroyed recently. Someone inside the cantina might know more.
Done my stream, 2 hours, good fun though. Oh, nice. Nice one. Did you have good games? Did you win more than you lost, or was it like 50-50? Kylo Ren. Oh wait, you didn't like the idea of his sword coming out like to the side as well? I don't know, I thought that was pretty cool, to be fair. I mean, it was very unique, I must say. I wasn't expecting it when I first saw it. Wasn't really sure what to make of it, but when I saw it for the first time, I was like, actually, it isn't. To me, it didn't look terrible. I mean, it wasn't my. It's not my favourite lightsaber, but it wasn't. I didn't mind it particularly. More loss, but a lot of fun. Yeah, that's what it's all about, man. Just having a laugh.
Welcome back. My deck is still... Foul business, that is.
I found a broken serving droid by the murder scene.
That would be Behemoth's SOD-2. No, SOD-3. Or is it 2? Whichever one it was, he keeps losing them. I remember when I arrived, it was still smoldering.
What happened to it?
Who knows? Sometimes the slum dwellers shoot his serving droids for fun. This part of the quarter is getting more and more lawless. When Dagon and I were waiting for the soldiers, we had to chase off some scavengers scavengers that were stripping SOD-3.
Do you remember who scavenged the droid?
No, I'm afraid there was quite a crowd growing. We were seeing if there was any way we could help Sulio. There was nothing we could do, of course.
Okay, so someone knows what happened to that droid. Mahima, Nico, Pana, and Kif. Okay. Well, Kif is just over here. Well, let me speak to Zart, see if he knows anything.
Good to see you again. What do you want to know? Dagon again.
He's just gonna say the same shit, isn't he? I found a broken serving droid by the murder scene. Droids are sadly vandalized all the time now. That's probably one of Bahima's serving droids. He keeps losing them, a source of some displeasure for him. Is it possible that the droid saw something that we could recover? Quite possible. Did you find the head? The memory core is located there on that model. No, it was missing. Without a head, I can't do anything. If you do find the proper head, however, I could work on it. I have the proper equipment to do such an operation. Ah, okay. The OG lightsaber. Yeah, I do prefer lightsabers as they looked in the other films, to be fair. If I had a choice, I'd just keep them as they were. You think it's better? Yeah, I mean, I have to agree with you there. Yo, what's going on, Johnny Kilroy? Welcome to the stream, man. Let me give you a quick shout out here. What a great game. I have to agree with you there. Although I've been told that it's poorly, you know, in terms of like development wise, they could have done a lot more with it. But for what it is, I really do like it. You know, this is my first playthrough, so we're just trying to get through it. And thank you very much for the follow. Straight in there with a follow. Appreciate the support, man. It is buggy, but it gives it its charm. That's a cool way of looking at it. That really is.
Do you have a visa yet? I really can't be any. Let's just say
Yeah, who would know more about the droid's head? I don't suppose you'd want to talk to me, would you?
This room is reserved. If you ask me.
I found a broken droid by the murder scene.
Biff keeps buying droids, and the scavengers keep stealing them or blowing them up. Seems he's finally given up. The waitress is awful, but she's more fun than his droids ever were.
Any idea which scavenger got to his
I wouldn't
droid?
tell you even if I knew. I could tell you where you could find the parts, though.
You know that? Where?
That western square has the perfect fence for droid parts. There's a droid vendor called 1B8D. That droid is as dumb as...
Oh yeah, we've spoken to him before.
He'll buy anything because he's too stupid to do anything else. 1B8D is quite handy. Quite a few of the slum dwellers make a good living salvaging droid parts for him. You might have even bought some.
Alright, so we'll go back to that droid vendor then. Anytime, sir. if you have Steam, they make a community restored content mod. Well, I'm playing on Xbox, so unfortunately, I don't use Steam. I choose not to be angry with the game. It's not the developer's fault that Xbox rushed them 7 months ahead. Yeah, I suppose not. To be honest, your stream seems clean. Yeah, it is. I mean, this is 2 nights in a row now. It's been flawless. I'm really surprised. It's restoring my faith in streaming more of the OG Xbox games to do with Star Wars. So I think I will definitely, if this keeps up, I'll definitely be trying out, after this game, Star Wars Starfighter. So I just had to switch my TV off and on again because it had a countdown. Oh, come on, don't be gay. Here we go. How come I cannot Twitch on my computer screen? My internet is working fine. I don't know. What are you trying to do? Are you just trying to watch Twitch? Or are you trying to open it? Or do you mean you're trying to stream? I didn't realise they rushed it like 7 months ahead. That's a lot of time that they just completely disregarded. 7 fucking months. That's mad. Never mind my internet. I mean, my internet's not best at the best of times. Not best at the best of times? Wait, did that even make... Not great at the best of times, I should have said. Wish mine was okay when I did Star Wars lately. I mean, it is what it is, man. I mean, like I said, I'm surprised that my streams are actually getting better with this game. For how old it is, you know. Wait, have I come to the right area? No, I haven't. I've actually gone back too far. Oof. I've noticed that I've not been getting jumped by bounty hunters anymore. They seem to be getting the hint that I'll fucking destroy them if they try it.
I am 1B8D, an automated droid vendor.
Internet is always a joy. I know. It's like, it's a love-hate thing, isn't it, with the internet? I need to know if you have any parts from one of Bahima's serving droids.
Bahima unknown. I have many serving droid parts.
I want to buy those parts.
The market rate for those parts would be 25 credits.
25 credits? Oh, can we afford that? Wait a second. Wait a second. I think we can.
Thank you for your business.
Kif and the cantina can probably do something with this. We should head back.
Right, let's go. Back to the cantina. We're making some fast progress with this, I must say. This game may be in my top 10. Really? Well, you've already done, what is it, 8? So I wonder what rating you're going to give it. I have the remains of SOD3. Can you get any information from it? You've got the head, that's where his memory core is. Give me a minute or two. Okay. That should do it. Let's take a look at his last feed.
Hello there. What is this? Oh my.
Hello there. So he saw the body and got blasted. There you go, it seems this recording proves that the killer came from the marketplace. You may want to show this to Nico. So as soon as someone saw the droid standing over the body, it got blasted to fucking oblivion.
Welcome back. My deck is still warming. Foul business, that.
I want to show you SOD3's last transmission.
Help Dagon. You got it. There's no way that Dagon could have done it. I saw him coming from his office. That's the opposite direction of the marketplace. We should go talk to Captain Reich and clear all of this up.
And we're automatically going to get transported there. Okay.
Nico, is it? And the Offworlder. What brings the two of you here?
Dagon Gent couldn't have killed Captain Sulio.
That's a bold statement. I assume you have some sort of proof.
Nico can explain it.
It's a long story, so bear with me, Captain. The night of the murder, I was playing Pazak. It was a prosperous night.
That should do it. We still don't know who killed Sulio, but this will greatly assist our investigation.
Who the fuck is this?
You have been ordered off this investigation, Captain.
Oh no.
I hope you can explain yourself.
I had nothing to do with this, sir. This citizen found information about Captain Sulio's murder. It's material to the investigation.
We've already got our man. Sulio and this Ghent were fighting the night she was murdered. He had ample motive.
They weren't really fighting. The regulars of the cantina can vouch for that.
Have you read the report? Some of the things Sulio called him were vile. Sulio and Dagon clearly hated each other.
They were friends. Sometimes friends tease each other. They just took it to an extreme.
You expect me to believe...
It's absolutely true, Major. I was a friend of both of them. They've done this dozens of times. Bahima the bartender can confirm it, as well as half a dozen other people. They were an odd pair, but they certainly didn't hate each other.
I see. But there's still the fact that he was right there at the scene of the crime.
But Dagon Ghent was coming from inside the bar with Nico. Yeah.
I've already given my report, Off-Worlder. He came from his office, like I said.
The only thing that matters to me is that he was within blaster range when Sulio was killed.
He came from his office, but a recording of the murder shows that shot came from the opposite direction.
You have a recording? And I'm sure you're just misinterpreting it.
I've seen it myself, Major. Nico isn't the only one that spotted Dagon coming from his office. It really can't be Dagon Ghent. The real killer is still loose.
Very well, Captain. Set Ghent free, then. But if later it turns out that he did do it, it's gonna be on your head.
Well, I'm glad we managed to get an innocent man free.
Dagon Ghent out right away. The Major sure isn't happy. You're quite a team. Together, you got the Major to back down. That's no small feat.
The Major seemed particularly unwilling to believe Dagon was innocent.
The investigation has been handled at the highest levels. I've heard there's been some concern about that.
With Dagon free, I don't know if the investigation team will find another suspect. They haven't been as diligent as other investigators.
What do you mean?
I'm not gonna say anymore. Probably said too much already. If you head over to Dagon Ghent's office, some men will bring him there shortly. Thanks for clearing this whole thing up. I could tell the justice wasn't being served, but we all have our orders. We really need to patrol that sector better.
Interesting development.
Thanks for getting me out of there. As detention cells go, it had definite class, but I prefer being out on my own all the same. I owe you and Mandalore one.
Republic Commando got 8 out of 10, mainly because the plot was there, story was amazing, clones fighting together, just wish there was a second game. So hang on, you're... if I get this right, you're downgrading a game because there wasn't another one of that series. That's a bit harsh, don't you think? It's a bit of a harsh rating to give. Why were you locked up in the first place?
Wrong place, wrong time. Captain Sulio and I were acquaintances. It just happened to be too close when she got dead. Real shame. She wasn't bad to look at, and she could drink.
You have any idea who killed her?
No, and at this point, I don't care. Just glad to be free.
You don't care? I thought you were friends.
She's dead now. Not like finding whoever did it will bring her back. I deal with death all the time. We all end up like her eventually.
Oh, so not long enough. That's why you rate it 8 out of 10. Okay. I mean, that's a better reason. Mandalore said you might be able to help me. I need to get in touch with someone from the palace.
Not many people can help you out with that. There have been several assassination attempts on Queen Talia. That place is locked tighter than a Hut's Fall. I know a few people, though. What do you need to get in touch with?
Who's trying to... Oh. Do we ask about that, or do we... Jedi Master.
Jedi Master, you say? Now that is interesting. It's quite a bounty in Jedi these days. Not that I'm looking to collect, but if there's a master there, I think I know who it is.
Can you get in touch with this, with someone inside the palace?
There's a slight problem with that. I know you don't want to hear that since you went through all the effort of springing me out. The thing is, scavengers have already looted most of my stuff. Most of it's garbage anyway, so I don't care too much. But I did have a couple of encrypted holodisks that they nabbed. So here's the punchline. I need those discs because they have some contact information on them. People I know you don't just walk up and chat with. There's a procedure. And that Holodisc has the procedure.
Who has them?
Kel's gang pretty much owns this street. From what I hear, she's the one that cleaned me out. She's in the local cantina most days. She's tough as Drexel leather and more dangerous than an angry Wookiee. If you take Mandalore with you, though, you should be just fine. Just get me the encrypted holodisc. After that, if there is a Jedi Master in the palace, I'll get you a meeting with him.
Alright. Did we just get a double-bladed lightsaber? Oh, we did as well. We got a double-bladed yellow lightsaber. Got 2 green crystals, a yellow crystal. I might switch my guy to be like two-handed, so like 1 blue, 1 yellow. Not yet, but I might think about it. Speaking of which, I'm debating whether or not I should change who I've got with me at the moment. I might swap out Baldur for someone else. Handmaiden level 16 soldier. I mean, Kreia hasn't got a lightsaber yet, so I want to give her one. Apparently Kreia can be an unarmed specialist. It's a bit weird. What, you think I should pick Mira to come with me? Well, I still want to give Kreia her lightsaber. I want to get that out of the way first before I do anything else. I'm going to give her Force Lightning and that's it. So she's now got her lightsaber, albeit I don't agree with the colour for her, but it is what it is for now. I'll probably change it to green the next chance I get. She comes across as someone who should have a green lightsaber. I mean, she's a Jedi Counselor as well. Or, sorry, Consular. And they should have green lightsabers. So, yeah. Whoa, 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 whoa. But you're saying I should pick Mira to come with me? Any particular reason? She's cool. Okay, fair enough. You've never seen her on this planet. Well, okay, I will enlighten you to see if she does have any dialogue on this planet. I'm trying to think if she's more proficient with blasters or blaster rifles. Like pistols or rifles. She seems to be very good with pistols. Regenerate vital points. Give it that one. Jedi material. How do you go about making them into Jedi then? What do you have to do? Like, what's the starting point you have to do? Do you just give them a lightsaber and then they just crack on, or...? Do you have to do something special? Dagon can arrange a meeting between you and the Jedi Master hidden inside the Royal Palace, but in order to do so, he needs some holodiscs that were stolen. He believes that a Beast Rider gang leader named Bekal has them in her possession. She's located inside the cantina. Talk, get to know them. Well, I don't fucking know. This is the first time I played it.
Yeah, something wrong? Talk. About what?
I just wanted to know you a little bit. That's all.
Trying to be my father? No thanks. Already had one.
Come on, I can't be that bad. Give me a chance.
Are you sure you're a Jedi? That exile of yours must have gone on longer than I thought. Look, you're way too old for me. I mean, you're really good in a fight, and you've got those intense eyes. And it's obvious you take care of your body, but I really don't have the luxury of getting attached to you. Besides, you already have your little entourage. I don't want to be a part of the pack, you know?
What are you talking about?
If we start sharing a bunk, the other... You're sweet, old guy.
I mean, that's what I mean, yeah. I'm not getting away with her. At the moment. I'll let her calm down a bit. I mean, she's been savage with me ever since I fucking tried to make a pass on her. Oh, you weren't here before. Hello, Bekal.
What do you want here, Offworlder? The room is taken.
You have something that belongs to Dagon Gen. I want it back.
You? And just how do you intend to do that?
I'll just say all of them. Mandalore, no, but rest of them can be Jedi. Oh, okay. Doesn't surprise me that Mandalore can't be a Jedi. How awesome would it be though if Mandalore had like the dark saber? That'd be so sick. Okay. What about credits, perhaps?
The Offworlder wants to make a donation. Kill him and take everything.
What? Oh, I'll give up. Alright, Force Wave. How did we go from trying to get a couple of holodiscs from this, like to this? Oh dear me. Right, I've got 2 visas now that can be given to people. But I need to get the second one. I need to get the second one wiped or something. I need to give it to that guy. Yeah, Force Wave just literally fucks everything up, doesn't it? So overpowered. I mean, I suppose if you were to play this game on, like, the hardest difficulty, it would be a massive help to have Force Wave. Oh, he can't do the second one for me. Return to Ghent with the holodiscs. I can't get over his name, Dagon Ghent. Whoever thought of that? Couldn't be asked to think of a proper name. Ghent. So hey, we need a name for one of the, you know, people that helps out the main protagonist on Onderon. Oh, I know. Let's call him Dagon Gent.
Found the encrypted holodisks yet?
I've got the holodisks from
Great,
Backhold.
go in there. With these, I'll check my contacts at the palace. I should be able to get a meeting with your Jedi Masters shortly. You got anything you need to take care of in the quarter, you best do it now. You're dealing with serious politics by contacting them. If things go bad during the meeting, you may not be welcome in ISIS anymore.
Fuck it. You know, I think we're ready.
Yeah, I'll get on it. Just grab a cot and rest a bit. Once I get a meeting time, I'll let you know.
Is this meeting a trap? I can't afford to lose you, especially given recent events.
Anything could be a trap. Vaklu is no fool. But if the message is true...
Is this necessary? I can guarantee your safety in the palace, but outside these walls, the General has many men that would do anything for him.
Nothing in life is certain, Your Majesty. But I feel something. There is a disruption in the Force. I must investigate this.
Very well. But please, be cautious.
Aren't I always?
That's what I was afraid you'd say.
Well, the meeting is on. Head straight to the cantina. You guys should be in there. And no offense, but I hope I never see you again.
Wait, the Jedi Master's going to come from the palace all the way down to the cantina? Really?
You must have gone through a lot to arrange this meeting. The palace is
I guess
full of
so.
battle readiness. Smuggling in a message is no small task.
Master Kavar? I didn't know you were still alive.
Kavar, the famed Jedi Guardian. The Mandalorians counted on the fact it would be you, not Revan, who would lead the Jedi against us during the Mandalorian Wars. I wonder how we'd have fared against you. I thought you were killed fighting Malik during the Jedi Civil War.
It seems my former student keeps curious company. Strange times lead to strange alliances, though. No, I survived the war, if only just. Why are
Well,
you
duh, you're standing in front of us,
I
aren't you?
imagine that you hold little love for any on the Jedi Council anymore, even an old friend.
I didn't expect you would turn on me too, Kavar.
You have to understand that it was a time of great uncertainty. We just learned that Darth Revan was back with an armada. There's more to it than that. And I think you deserve an explanation.
Am I interrupting? In orbit, I thought for sure that the Ebon Hawk was mine.
Uh-oh.
Sadly, only to see you slip through my fingers. Imagine my delight to discover you were on Isis. Quite careless, if you ask me. Get them, men, and watch your aim. Civilian casualties cause a mess of paperwork.
I must return to the palace. I'll get word to you when I'm able. Run!
What have you done to my men? Last! Men, take care of him. I won't let Kavar escape.
Hey, we should check our lines of fire around these bystanders. No grenades.
Well, yeah, that goes without saying. Shit, Mira's taking some damage. Just noticed. Lightsaber throw. Very much. Whoa! That was a big jump. Escape from the merchant quarter. Right. Before the meeting had a chance to begin, Tobin and his troops arrived. Isis is no longer safe. Alright, so I'm guessing I've got to just get out of here. And the game will tell us what to do next. Right, Let's get out of here quickly. Master speed. Oh fucking hell, here's more of them. Meow. There's loads of them, man. Fucking hell. Nice. There's more than I thought there would be in that one, in that fight.
What's happening in the West Square? It sounded like battle. Command's ordered comm blackout. Do you know what's going on?
Vaklu soldiers have been attacking me.
Why? That makes no sense. Command hasn't issued any alerts. Are you sure it wasn't some of those Beast Rider slags? They've been getting bolder recently.
Slags. It's broad daylight. They were wearing uniforms.
You must be mistaken. Soldiers just don't attack civilians without orders. If it weren't for the comm blackout, I'd check with command. Just head to the safety of the Merchant Square, citizen. We'll send a patrol to investigate as soon as we can contact our HQ.
Not all the military is after us. Still, Vaklu can throw a whole army at us. I think we've outworn our welcome over here. We should head over to the spaceport before General Vaklu invents some charges again.
Yeah, I'm with you on that one. You reached the Skyramp checkpoint. Soldier said that command has ordered a blackout. Mandalore recommended that you leave the merchant quarter before General Vaklu sends troops. Return to the shuttle to leave ISIS. What I want to do is give the starport visa.
Let's do it. Get him.
Wait, what? Holy shit! Why? Why are you attacking me? Seriously? What the fuck, man? Right, mate, I'm gonna go, but I thought I'd be here for this mission as I love this one. Alright, mate, no worries. It seems like I'm almost done anyway. But I appreciate you stopping in.
The diagnostic is doing something strange. Target acquired. What the hell does that mean?
What's going on? Oh, fuck me. Okay, everything's going haywire. Oh my god, why aren't you attacking it? Right. I'm going to increase my computer. I mean, I could start learning Force Lightning. Just to have more of an advantage. Advanced Saber Throw though sounds very tasty. I'll get that probably. Mind Trick. The choke is lethal. Yeah, I was just thinking, like, do I get Advanced Saber Throw or do I just fucking invest both my points in doing Wound and Choke? Probably do that, to be fair. Right, can I... Child, where's your mother? Or have I missed out on the chance to give her the Starport visa? Because I saw you lot were standing here in the line. Oh, fuck's sake, have I just missed out on a chance to give it to you? Good choice. Lightsaber you can do next. Upgrade. I'll definitely have a look at it.
Be quiet, children. Hush. Everything will be alright.
Oh, well, I want to get rid of this Starport visa quest. So I might just give it to some randomer. Can I get back into the square? Alright mate, laters. See you later. Now I can loot all the bodies that I killed on the way here. Oh, we missed one. Right, let's have a look who needed it inside the cantina. Mate, he looks in distress. I think he said he needed it. Nico, you're right, buddy.
Dagon Gent to get out of ISIS fast. They'll figure out his connection to all this. Good luck.
Yeah, good luck to you too, man. Out of my bot, a miscreant. You've brought enough trouble. Very bad for business. Okay, he doesn't approve of us being here anymore. It's like we're outstaying our welcome.
Yeah, something wrong?
Well, I think I might give it to him. Oh shit.
Seems like you take after me.
So, wait, have I missed the chance to give my Starport visa to anyone now? Oh, for fuck's sake, no one likes us anymore. No. What about you? No, okay, we've missed our chance. Fuck it. We're just gonna get out of there. Oh well. I thought I had more time to choose who I wanted to give it to, but... never mind, eh? I do like the cantina music though inside this one on Onderon. It's pretty catchy. Why are you gonna let me pass?
I'm Captain Galisi, Offworlder. If you want to pass here, I'll need to see your starport visa.
Here's my
Everything
visa.
Seems in order. You're cleared to go.
Why are these visas necessary
There are
anyway?
reports of Republic smugglers arming dissidents in the city. Checkpoints have been set up throughout the city to prevent more civil disturbances. There are two types of starport visas. The type you have is an individual visa, good for just you and any pre-registered staff and family that accompany you. The Office of Immigration also issued open visas.
But why can't anybody leave?
I don't make the law, Offworlder. Only the Queen or General Vaklu can issue starport visas. It's a lengthy process, costs money, and there's a long line ahead of you.
I don't see an actual line, just several people wandering around aimlessly.
I wouldn't pay the beggars near here much mind. Just ignore them and go about your business.
How would I get an extra starport
Because
visa?
of the Republic attacks, General Vaklu just announced that the Office of Immigration has been shut down. There have been a lot of edicts since the Republic launched an unprovoked attack on our space forces.
Can't you make an exception for one of these
Listen,
people?
I wouldn't mind letting some of these unfortunates through, but regs are regs. Besides, some of my troops would like nothing more than to get rid of me to earn favor with General Vaklu.
Why does Vaklu want to get rid of
Any
you?
officer loyal to the Queen has found life increasingly difficult. So far, all the officers in the Merchant Quarter are still royalists, but many of our troops think Vaklu is right. I think he's right too, but he should respect the Queen's orders. But if I break any of Vaklu's orders, I fear some of my men wouldn't wait for my court-martial.
What are Vaklu and the Queen fighting
The
about?
Republic and the Jedi brought many wars to our planet. Things were far simpler and safer when we were independent. General Vaklu keeps pressuring the Queen to listen to the will of the people and secede from the Republic. But Queen Talia is staunchly in favor of the Republic.
Alright,
Your
I'll be
visa's
going
been
now.
scanned. You're cleared to leave. I'd leave right away. Things are going crazy in this quarter.
Yeah, I'm leaving. I'm leaving.
The shuttle is just ahead. I think we should get out of here fast. It's gonna be some time before they forget about us here. No more trips to ISIS for us until the situation changes. A lot.
Agreed. So Master Kavar said he'd contact us later. Fair enough.
You again? You don't need to see me if you want to leave this city. Once you get
Alright, alright.
you're done with the bureaucracy.
Mandalorian shuttle, let's get out of here. Return to Duxon. Oh, I love the traditional Star Wars music there. That's great. That was a nice touch. Very emotional.
We're back. The shuttle is going to stay docked here until further notice. I'm not ready to part company yet. It sounds like you have a lot of traveling to do. So do I. I'm going with you. The Sith have taken a particular interest in you, and you could use an extra blaster. I've been meaning to leave Duxon to look for other Mandalorian clans anyway.
That sounds altruistic. I didn't know you had it in you.
I don't have it in me. It's a matter of self-interest. The Sith aren't known for sharing power. If the Jedi Order is destroyed for good, it's inevitable that the Sith will dominate the Republic, and then my people will be eradicated or enslaved. Helping your cause is a matter of necessity. Mandalorians helped Exar Kun during his war. We know firsthand how we fare in the service of their like. But that's enough for now. We'll have time to talk later.
The Ebonhawk is patched up and ready to go. When you're ready to depart, we can ask the guide here to take us back to the ship.
Oh, sweet. So we're literally ready to go whenever we want. Amazing. Amazeballs.
I don't think you'll be able to return to ISIS anytime soon. General Vaklu has a great deal of power. Even a Jedi couldn't defeat an entire army alone.
No, you're right about that. Oh yeah, where's the... Okay, let's have a look. There's Zaga.
I hear you handled ISIS adequately. Mandalore has left me in charge until he has finished his journey to reunite the clans. If there is any change planet-side, I'll send you a message.
Okay, no worries. It's a lab station. Oh, do you have a workbench? And can I go up here? Skill too low. Okay. What about you guys? Mandalore should be able to get in here, surely. Wait, let me save it before I do this, in case I get attacked by everybody. Come on, get that door open. There we go. Is that all it is? A bedroom? Oh, Mandalorian shield. Crystal, Akasha crystal. Nice. Okay. There's a bag on the floor. Right, yeah, what I want to do is go and find that terminal. Oh, there it is. See if I can do anything with it. Telemetry computer. 7 spikes. We've got exactly 7 spikes. The core has been reprogrammed and fixed. There we go. That's exactly what I wanted to do. You should tell Zuka of what you've accomplished. I don't even know where he is. Right, I want Kreia with me for a second. Just so I can make sure her lightsaber is what I want it to be. Hold on. So Kreia's got, yeah, Kreia's currently got this one. I want her lightsaber to be green. Bolt deflection. Damage bonus +2. Defense bonus -3. That doesn't sound good. And then my one, if I can find it. There it is. Oh, mine's fine. Mine doesn't need to be changed. I'll leave that one for now. Cool. Our lightsabers are ready to go. Mate, all of you owe me a debt of honor. I don't know what you're talking about.
You have fought more battles on Isis. You are truly forward. After the ambush, Kelvin's been pushing to get the entire base 100% operational. So, I have work I gotta do. After the ambush,
Yeah, but I fixed your fucking terminal. Oh, I can't even finish that quest now. you can tell this is my first playthrough, can't you? I'm doing things complete. Why have you got your lightsaber out, Kreia? Do you want to do some sparring?
What do you want?
You're still holding a grudge?
Still breathing.
Wow. He really doesn't like us. Poison dart, paralysis dart, tranquilizer dart. Gonna keep all my data pads, you know, just for fucking shits and giggles. Maneuvering flaps. That's a funny name. I'm just very immature, that's why it's funny to me. It's really, like, Kreia's appearance doesn't change no matter what you put on her. Right, so Mandalorian guide, let's go. Let's just talk to these guys first.
Pilot and gunner are both skid. Word has spread that you have defeated Braylor. The story of that battle will be told in our clan for years to come. Safe journey to you. I heard you defeated a Zakek. That is an achievement. Ready to head back to your ship?
Yeah, let's go. I'm done here. That's good, I managed to do the whole of Onderon in one stream. Amazing.
Yeah, what do you want?
If you're the leader of the Mandalorians, I would have thought you'd be tougher than you are. Oh god. I don't think I want to say that to him. We might end up pissing him off a bit.
So you fought against the Mandalorians in the war?
I was part of the war effort, yes. I worked as a technician there.
But you fought on the front lines. To a Mandalorian, there is honor in that.
could do without your Mandalorian honor. I saw the results of your honor, the absolute destruction your warriors brought. And look at them now. Mandalorians are little better than mercenary thugs. And what's honor to someone like that? All they care about are credits.
If I were you, I'd pick your words more carefully.
I was gonna say, he was like treading some thin ice there. It was a compliment, Baldur, not an insult.
I don't need compliments from a murderer.
Maybe that's what it looked like to you, but that isn't why we fought. We fought for honor and glory in the heat of battle.
You did nothing but murder innocent.
The Republic took us too lightly. We wanted to face the full force of their army. We had to goad them to fight.
That's exactly what I'm talking about. If you ask me, you Mandalorians just got what you deserved at Malachor.
Defeat is part of a warrior's life. We will recover, stronger than before.
Doesn't it even bother you that your people were almost destroyed? Or do lives have no meaning to you?
People die in war.
Well, I'm glad to have you guarding my back.
I don't think this needs to be discussed any further.
Fine by me.
Alright, let's leave the Ebon Hawk again and see if there's any dialogue to be had. When I get back on. I'm also going to start leveling up my team now that I've got to the end of this one, or this mission. Improved caution, demolitions and stealth. That one. Security. See, now he could wear heavy armor, but I just fucking I think I just sold it all, to be fair. Oh well. I'm sure I'll get more. Right, so Baldur, let's see if you need leveling up, and Handmaiden. Handmaiden does. She doesn't really have many skills to brag about except treat injury and awareness. Okay, that's what she's wearing now, that's fine. HK-47. I love how his security is like 0, even though it's meant to be one of his classes. think I'm gonna give her Force Aura. See, I could give her a double-bladed lightsaber. And she's a Jedi Sentinel as well. So that would make perfect sense. So there you go, she can have one of those. Nice. I know, I was like, that worked out very well. That couldn't have worked out any better. Gotto, and he's the last one to be leveled up. Just found bronze and cyan saber crystals. Oh nice, are you playing this game as well? Excuse me. Alrighty, everyone's ready. Let's fucking do this. Unless there's any more cutscenes we need to see on the ship. I'll take that as a no.
Yeah, what do you want?
Oh, you are playing it. Nice, man. Love. Well, whereabouts are you? Obviously, this is my first playthrough, so if you're further than me, then try to avoid spoilers if you can help it.
Yeah, something wrong?
Questions?
Go ahead and ask. Talk. About what?
I mean, it didn't go well last time when we fucking spoke to her, so I don't think it's gonna get any better from there. Alright, let's just pick our next location then, shall we? Do we still need... No, we've got everyone in our team. Okay, that's fine. I was just thinking, do we need to recruit anyone else? But we don't.
Something up? Alright, what did you want?
Nothing. Okay, so... where to? I was thinking of actually heading to Dantooine next, to be fair. And then leaving Korriban till last. Because we can't go back to Onderon, can we? We're not allowed, I don't think. Yeah, I'm probably gonna land on Dantooine, and then next chance I get, I'll save it there. The home of the Jedi. Well, I should say former home of the Jedi. Because it was bombed to shit out of by the Sith in the first game.
Something up? Alright, what?
Right, we're currently on the same planet, Johnny, so you never know, we might run into each other. If you spot me, feel free to say hi. I won't blow you off. That sounded very wrong. That sounded extremely wrong. I don't know why I said that.
Something wrong?
That sounded fucking. Oh man. It just goes to show that I need to go to bed. I need to sleep. Right, no one's got anything to say about this planet. That's interesting. Oh, I want to speak to Kreia to see if we can learn. Oh, and Handmaiden to see if they can teach us any more techniques.
Yes? I think you are ready for the final tier I wish to teach. You have made much progress. For this you may use any melee weapon and any shield you possess, but nothing else. No Jedi saber, and no other items.
Oh, really? Oh, for God's sake.
We shall begin this.
So what, I'm allowed to use any weapons at all that I want? But is she using weapons though? I don't think she is, so I'm just going to fight her like this. Whoa, what was that flip all about? Jesus Christ. Whoa! They call me the Nightshade of Ling Chao.
Beatrice was correct about you. You know war, its motions and currents. There's nothing more I can teach you.
Then maybe I can teach you some things?
Already learned much of your styles and combat. There is no need to know more.
What's the problem?
Combat among the Ichani is a personal thing. Repeated duels are not what they are in other cultures, and I would rather that this not become more than it is. And I have taken an oath to Atris against studying from a Jedi, or anything of the Jedi teachings.
But do you want to learn?
What I desire is of no importance. My father broke his oaths. He shamed us all. I do not wish to follow his path. I swore not to follow his path. If I were to follow a Jedi against Atris's wishes, then I would be betraying her.
Hold on guys, I'm just watching something on my phone for a second. I've got one of those Ring doorbells and someone's walking past my door. Yeah, I can't tell who it is. Nope. Can't see him. As long as they stay away, I don't care. Hold on, wait. If I was to follow a Jedi against Atris's wishes, then I would be betraying her for you. There is no betrayal in learning, and it is important to me that you know the Jedi, that you know who I was, who I am.
This is a difficult thing for me to say, but I ask that you be silent as I tell you this. It is my desire to learn from you what you can teach me of battle. I have already learned much in our duels, but with every battle, I wish to know more of you. Your stance, your movements. I can sense shades of meaning and an echo of something I have yet to experience. Atris said that you were the only Jedi to have survived the Mandalorian Wars, that you had stared into the heart of war and only turned away because you were forced to. I do not believe her. I believe that you made a choice, as my father did, and that is important to me, more than you know. And you are important to me more than you know. I will accept whatever you wish to teach me, though it breaks my oath to Atris.
Wow, okay, sweet. Then when the time is right, I will teach you more of battle. You have chosen your new master well. I will have further instruction for you as we travel together. I think I've just obtained a new apprentice. Well, not a new apprentice, my first apprentice.
I shall await that time, but until then, I will need time to reflect on this. It is different to voice something you feel, and I must grow accustomed to the weight.
I'll leave you to it then. So now maybe I can train her to be a Jedi? Possibly? I don't understand why I keep having to remove my clothes every time we fight. It's just so weird. And you need to put your clothes back on, love. Sorry, but you do. We don't, like, none of us like wearing clothes, but I'm sorry, but those are the rules. Can we speak? Oh, we can't even speak to her straight away yet.
Yes?
Oh, there we go.
You may ask.
Maybe you should tell us her name now that we've got high influence of
Before
her.
entering Aetris's service, yes, I carried a name, as all the children of the Ichani do.
What was
It's
it?
not important. My title and rank is a
Oh.
consequence.
She must have a name. Come on, she can't be called Handmaiden throughout the whole game, surely.
Yes. Have you come with questions?
I want you to teach me more about the Force. Can you teach me any lightsaber
The
forms?
Jedi practice many forms, many styles of lightsaber combat. You may have already felt the Shicho. The simplest of the forms return to you as your skill and perceptions have returned. Others may come with time.
Can you tell me of the Shicho style?
It is simple, and its simplicity is strength. It allows focus, a slightly improved chance of connecting with one's opponent. It has no other advantages or disadvantages. It is an effective form to fall back on when no other form will do. Others may come with time, with experience.
What do you know about the Mac? I think I've asked her all these already. Are you familiar with Ataru?
One of the techniques you've learned from the Masters. This technique is good against a lone opponent, and you will find your critical strikes are more effective, but others may come with time.
Okay, yeah, we learnt that technique from one of the Masters. Teach me about the Force.
Well.
I wish to know more about the Force forms.
Very well. Of which did you wish instruction?
The one that allows me to focus the
It
Force.
allows you to recover your strength with the Force more quickly, and it lends strength to your Force powers. It has no other drawbacks. Such a form is a gift, preferred at the Jedi consulars, and effective in combats where you must fight only through the Force. Ask, and
What do you know of Visas's master?
he, if he can truly be called a man any longer, is one of the Dark Lords that pursues you. I do not think he knows what you are. Not yet. He spared the Miraluka, and that may have been the last shred of feeling that exists within him. Keep his slave close to you. I suspect there was a reason he spared her, and perhaps a reason that she survived when the rest of her people and the Jedi did not.
He is no longer a man?
One cannot have power of that magnitude that her master possesses and still think and perceive the universe as we do, as most of us do. I had hoped that you would not have to confront him, but her presence here has changed all that. You will have to meet him in battle. You must be prepared to sacrifice the Blinded One. Perhaps her death will buy you the time you need to deal with her master.
I'm not gonna sacrifice her.
Entertain what illusions you will.
How did it destroy her homeworld?
It is a technique that is almost as old as the Sith themselves. It is a means of severing connections between life, the Force, and feeding upon the death it causes. It cannot be taught. It can only be gained through instinct, through experiencing its effects firsthand.
And he used it to kill an entire planet.
Yes, and he fed upon its destruction. It will sustain him for a time.
How could anyone have that kind of power?
Do you think so? You would be wrong. There is no strength in the hunger he possesses, and the will behind his power is a primal thing, and it devours him as he devours others. His mere presence kills all around him, slowly feeding him. He is already dead. It is simply a question of how many he kills before he falls.
That's right, because Darth Nihilus is, well, he's immortal in the sense that he's preserving his life essence by feeding on life itself, like anything living. And if he stops doing that for a time, him himself will die. So he needs to keep absorbing like whatever he can to stay alive, I think. That kind of power is impossible.
Nothing is impossible with the Force. It is an energy that flows through all living things, and like energy, it may be harnessed, channeled, and consumed at times. It may even be a substance that can burn and ignite. Do not think of his power as one would a weapon, or one of your warships of the Republic. It is terrible, but it is still a subtle thing. The sect of assassins that chase you feed on the Force. What he does is simply the pinnacle of what they could achieve in time. And that is why they and their techniques must be wiped out. No one again must experience and learn what her master did.
How are they able to drain the Force?
As much as one may use the Force to bolster the wills and strengths of others, the reverse is possible, though not often used. Instead of sending one's will through connections in the Force, instead such connections are drawn upon, fed upon, and drained completely.
But all life is touched by the Force.
Then you understand how terrible such a power is, and why it must be ended. It is an empty road to the dark side, and by traveling it, the price is death before one's time. He is a breach in the Force, capable of consuming the lives of those around him. Sometimes the touch is slow, as it is with his crew.
Oh, hey Blue Legend, how you doing, man? Is he shout out? How you doing today? How does he use his power?
It is not something he can direct or focus, much like hunger itself. He is more of a hole in the Force than a living thing. Force sensitives and worlds rich in the Force draw him. The Miraluka world was one such place. That is why where the Jedi gather, Jedi will die. He will feel it, unless they mask their presence. But Katar called out as a beacon to him, and he could not resist it. And he cares nothing for the Sith, or its teachings, or the Jedi. And when the Jedi are dead, he will feed on the galaxy, the Republic, and eventually consume the Sith as well. There is no future in the empty galaxy he sees, and that is why he must be stopped. The breach must be sealed before his power grows beyond what even we can hope to stop.
So literally he's... yeah, he doesn't care where he gets his power from. He would kill the Jedi, the Sith, fucking everything in the galaxy to get it. I'm fine, how's you? Yeah, I'm good, man. I'm just reaching to the end of my stream, actually. We're approaching that time where I'm going to save it and get off, but it's good to have you here for the end. He's no longer a man. And I think I've asked her that already.
One cannot have... I had hoped...
Yeah, I've already asked her. Do you have any idea why he spared her?
Perhaps he is bound to her, as I am bound to you. If so, there may be a death served by hers. You must be prepared to sacrifice. Ask.
I'm not going to sacrifice her. I have thought more about the destruction of Visas' homeworld.
And?
Atton said her planet was wiped out, that it was the only colony of her people in this sector of the galaxy.
And what do you make of that?
Well, if her people all see through the Force, then maybe someone wanted to blind
The
them.
Mandalorians were right to respect you on the field of battle. The Jedi are gone, vanished. Now, an entire planet of Force sensitives wiped clean of life. And now this slice of the galaxy is blind. It is no coincidence. The two events are tied.
Is this the game that you can choose to be a Jedi or Sith? Yes. So, Knights of the Old Republic. This is the second one, but there is a game before this, and in both of them you can be Jedi or Sith. Someone wants this sector of the galaxy blind to the Force so they can move freely or strike without warning.
I fear you are right, and I fear it may prove more than that. War is a hunger, and there are spirits in the galaxy whose hunger is never satisfied. But there is little to be done about it now. Watch the seer carefully, she may reveal more.
Okay. Influence gained, influence lost. Okay. So we didn't gain anything then. Pretty much. I want to speak to Visas actually.
My life for yours. I will answer what I can.
She hasn't got anything new to ask, so I will leave her to her meditation, whatever it is she's doing. Right. Let's set foot on Dantooine for the first time. I'm going to pick Handmaiden, because I'm taking her under my wing as my apprentice. Well, I'm training her in the field of battle. And I'm going to bring Visas. This woman notices your lightsaber.
Welcome here, Jedi. For your own good, I recommend you speak to Administrator Adari, quickly finish your business in Kunda, and go.
Could you please answer some of my questions first?
I will answer your question.
Who is Administrator
She's the
Adair?
agricultural administrator of Dantooine. After the Sith attack, she kept us together. Without her, the only thing you'd see around here are mercenaries.
Why are there so many mercenaries
We
here?
had problems with Mandalorian mercenaries even before the Jedi Civil War. The Jedi helped clear most of the problem up, but after the war, many soldiers from both sides of the conflict became mercenaries. And since we're so far from the core, some started gathering here.
Have the mercenaries caused any
The
problems?
difference between an out-of-work mercenary and a raider is a Vibra-Blade's edge. The only thing we can prove they've done is intimidate a few farmers. The farmers give them goods, money, or food just to stay on their good side. The only one that isn't scared of them is the administrator. There have also been a lot of disappearances recently, and not all of them can be blamed on calf hounds. But nobody can prove the mercenaries are responsible.
Who has
A
disappeared?
farmer here and there, or a family. We lost enough people during the war that keeping the calf hound and Kinrath populations under control hasn't been possible. So there are a lot of animal attacks. Some deaths, too. The disappearances might be just coincidence, but a lot of the stubborn folks seem to be more accident-prone.
Where is
Kunda
Kunda?
is the big building just outside the landing port. It used to be the estate of a man named Matali, but he and his family disappeared around the time of the bombardment. The administrator rebuilt it, and now this is our center of government.
I remember the Matali family from the first Knights of the Old Republic. So this is your center of
I
government?
know it doesn't look like much, but there aren't many settlers that live on this planet. This building is the start of something new for us. We're very proud of it.
I'd be more impressed if there weren't so many holes.
We're working on it. Is there anything else you'd want to talk about?
No, I'll be
Just
going
head
now.
into the building and you'll find your way to the administrator. I'll be over by the entrance if you need anything out.
Okay, well.
My life for yours. I will answer what I can.
Yes? You may ask.
Oh yes, we can speak to her to return to that academy anytime we want to. Right, well I'm going to save the game here, guys. And end the stream where it is. So it's been a lot of fun today. Thank you all for coming in. Sorry to those that came in late and haven't had a chance to, you know, be part of it for long today, but it has been a pleasure. Thanks to everyone that was in. Thanks to you, Johnny, because I know you're still here, mate. But yeah, thanks to everyone that did come in today. As opposed to when I'll be on next, a link was posted to my Discord earlier, but I'll just post it again if anyone wants to be a part of the community. Anyone's welcome. Just click and join it. It's absolutely, there's no restrictions to anything that you know, there's no requirements that you have to be, so it is a very friendly community if you guys want to be part of it. And I will do post updates in there quite regularly to, you know, about when I'm going to be live. So yeah, you guys will catch me on very soon. If you follow me and join the Discord, you will stand more of a chance to know when I'll be live next. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to actually raid someone, if you guys don't mind. I'm going to raid a streamer that I know very well. I'll say very well. I've known her for a little while now. She's called Gamer at 60. She plays indie games during the day and sort of mainstream games in the evening. She's a US streamer. She's very, very good at what she does. So I'm going to drop her a little raid. So it'd be nice, and yeah, hopefully you guys enjoy her content as well, just as much as you've enjoyed mine. So I'm going to start the raid now, and I'll see you guys in the next one. Take it easy.